Normally, when screening through long audio files, I'll occasionally come across something that looks like this on the spectrogram. No big deal, I'd say, just a passing car going down a gravel fire lane in the Chequamegon National Forest where I like to plant my audio recorders. I get about a half dozen or so every night. My recorders aren't terribly far from these trails, so the passing vehicle is very loud, and it's been my practice in the past to just skip past them. Don't even need to listen to this before knowing it's a car. I can tell just by looking at its spectral profile. The way I approach this process is different now. I've started to piece together a puzzle that I never knew was there to begin with. Funny that an identical puzzle piece had to keep hitting me in the face over and over, again and again, before I finally got wise to what these unknown forest beings were doing. That puzzle piece is that they have a tendency to wait until there is a loud sound in their immediate surroundings before they make sounds of their own, presumably to communicate with one another without being detected. I've also shown that when I'm there in the flesh, they'll wait until I'm making excessive sounds underfoot before making sounds of their own. This can be considered an example of abstract intelligence, to where they can actually know exactly how loud a sound they can get away with by judging the level of sound that I'm making underfoot to my own ears. I call this tactical sound masking. I felt so ridiculous when thinking back to how many thousands of passing car recordings that I just deleted without even checking them. A more recent puzzle piece is the Hi Hey Woo Ya vocal capture that has been the central theme for my past 5 videos. In that capture, the UFB masked its vocal underneath the annoying sound of juvenile ravens squawking back and forth. Then I had a good conversation with a longtime subscriber under one of those videos that got me thinking about those all-clear alert surveys that I conducted last summer. More than a few times in that series of videos did I exclaim how blown away I was that these loud clapping sounds could be around me, yet I was oblivious to them in the moment. And with all of these instances, it wasn't until reviewing the audio the following day when I discovered that they were waiting for me to be making a ton of noise underfoot before making sounds of their own. These sounds would only become evident as I put more distance between myself and the audio that I left behind. These UFBs knew I was noise blind to any similar external sounds that I was producing underfoot as I walked through the leaf litter. Amazing when you think on it. What I'm going to have you listen to today is a few notable audio captures from early December of 2021. I will play them in chronological order, with a couple examples of sound masking under the sound of passing cars included. I also included a few natural sounds of squirrels, dogs, and ravens alerting to something too. I do not believe those to be mimicry. It's just interesting, given the timing of their alerts. Do I think they're alerting each other to the approaching vehicle? No, that doesn't seem so plausible now. I would think that would be obvious to all in their group. So why are they all sounding off together under the sound of the car? Maybe they understand the tactical advantage of checking in with one another during a time when their claps, snaps, or knocks would be masked by any overtly loud sound in their immediate environment, in this case, the passing car on the gravel fire lane. This assumes that they have an understanding about the danger of having their signals heard by humans, which is a form of secondary threat assessment, as I discussed in a previous video, or perhaps interfering with their hunt. I believe all of this to be a slight notch above casual speculation. I still have no concrete proof of this, so it's just a hypothesis for now. Only because it can't be anything more yet, not until we get the species described and accepted, whatever these things are, and then get the next Dion Fossey or Jane Goodall on the case. But I do have objective and measurable evidence that elevates the notch. Evidence that there is something intelligent and undescribed hiding in the woods of the Great Lakes region of North America. They have vocal capabilities that put them in the range of inhuman, yet they can articulate syllables and vowels, and even laugh. These are not educated guesses or theories. These are data that I've gathered and shown. So I don't think I'm going too far out on the proverbial branch here by stating a few simple hypotheses to work towards with these beings in regards to how they operate tactically. I have no doubt that they operate with supreme tactical awareness when around us, especially with light and sound. Probably have scent management down to a science too, in regards to wind direction and our use of dogs for hunting, or even projecting fear as a weapon through selective pheromonal release, perhaps used in conjunction with advanced vocal capabilities as well, but that's another video for a later time. These are not the only nor the best examples of them masking their sounds that I've recorded. It's just that I'm only now beginning to tie them all together for this hypothesis. For those of you who've been with the channel for a while now, you'll probably remember a few videos where their sounds were strategically masked under loud sounds. I don't think I should have to rehash all of it just to make my point. It's all there, public videos free and clear for all to see. No hoarding of evidence here. Nope. So for the skeptics among you, I guess it's the red pill then. And binge responsibly, please.